Let me first acknowledge my Board of Trustees. I'd like to say thank you for all that we have done together and that we're going to continue to do for our great university. Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us today. When the Board of Trustees began the search for Shaw's next president, we had specific characteristics we wanted for the university next leader. We wanted a proven leader, a seasoned academician, but most importantly, we sought an individual with business acumen and who could merge the qualities of excellence in higher education with the professionalism of the boardroom. These qualities were more than evident in Dr. Tashni Dubroy, the candidate we selected for our next president of Shaw University. Dr. Dubroy is a Shaw graduate and the third alumnus to serve as president. She's also the third female and the second youngest person to serve in this capacity. And coincidentally, did you know that Shaw's founder, Dr. Henry Martin Tupper, was 34 years old when he founded Shaw, the same age as Dr. Dubroy. Dr. Dubroy is a passionate educator, particularly in the areas of science, where she served as an associate professor of chemistry and the chair of Shaw's Department of Natural Science and Mathematics. She has mentored and recruited many young minority scientists. Over 90% of her mentees are employed in the field of study or in graduate school. She later served as the university's special assistant to the president for process optimization, helping to reduce the university's inefficiency and identifying nearly $2 million in contractual cost savings. In addition to her experience in academia, Dr. Dubroy is an entrepreneur, as she started her own hair care company and later opened her own hair salon right here in downtown Raleigh. She is the recipient of numerous awards and has been active in our community as the founder of Brilliant and Beautiful Foundation, a nonprofit dedicated to mentoring women in science. This is just a small sampling of the insight, experience, and quality leadership that Dr. Dubroy will bring to Shaw's presidency. We are delighted and excited to witness what Dr. Dubroy will not only do for our university, but for our students, for our faculty, staff, alumni, and community. Without any further ado, I would like for the second Shaw presidency to escort our third Shaw graduate and our 17th president of Shaw University, President-elect Dr. Tashni Dubroy, who will be escorted by Dr. Lucas. Thank you. Please.
Thank you, Chairman Bell. And thank you, Dr. Lucas. I've written scores of speeches, addressed diverse audiences, and as a matter of fact, the chemistry classroom was a shared stage from which I would teach my students. However, on this historic occasion, as the torch is being passed to me, finding descriptive words that would capture the essence of this moment was difficult. Chairman Bell, members of the Shaw University Board of Trustees, government officials, faculty, staff, alumni, clergy, donors, family, and friends, good evening. I am thankful to my husband, Dale, and our daughter, Marley Jolie, for being the source of my everyday joy, and for supporting me as I would cast yet another dream and work diligently to achieve it. My parents, Greta and Emerson Coote, are two of the most hardworking and loving people you will ever meet. And they are responsible for my work ethic, drive, Christian character, and compassion. Thank you for being my moral compass, greatest critic, and cheerleaders, and ever-present voices of reason. I'd like to thank my pastor, Dr. H.C. Miller of Tupper Memorial Baptist Church, for being a father figure in my personal and spiritual life, starting in my undergraduate years when I became a member of Tupper and when he married my husband and I in 2008. I am filled with gratitude towards my distinguished academic colleagues and our staff with whom I have worked collegially for the past 5 years. I am thankful for my alumni that love this university and have been strong supporters throughout the years. I'd like to acknowledge 3 past Shaw University presidents whom I admire greatly: Dr. John Lucas, Dr. Talbert O'Shaw, and Dr. Dorothy Kauser-Yancey. They are an inspiration to me, and I look forward to their continued membership. I had the pleasure of working closely with Dr. Falcon, a man whom I respect, and his executive cabinet for the past year and a half, and to each of them I extend my utmost gratitude. And while there are many others, mentors, close friends, family, and stakeholders, I'll save my acknowledgements for the other 250 speeches that I'll have to deliver going forward. I would be amiss if I did not recognize the Shaw University Board of Trustees for their confidence in my ability to lead our great institution. I look forward to our time together as we traverse this progressive track. I am emphatically overjoyed and deeply honored to serve my alma mater as its 17th president, starting in its 150th year. There are moments in history that have left indelible prints on our minds, transformed the playing field, and resulted in reverberant changes that very few could have envisioned. Dr. Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech, Rosa Parks' refusal to sit at the back of the bus, Barack Obama's nomination and subsequent election as President of the United States of America, Steve Jobs' Apple, and Mark Zuckerberg's Facebook are also apropos. And somewhere, written on the pages of American history, is the advent of Shaw University, an institution built by a 34-year-old Henry Martin Tupper to teach freedmen to read and write, and one that spawned 5 other historically Black colleges and universities. That is impact. I recognize that I am merely a servant who has been called to lead Shaw University on a trajectory that is beyond the ocular limits of what the naked eye can see. I will begin my tenure by listening. I want to hear from our faculty, staff, students, alumni, clergy, donors, and the rally community. I value your input on how we move Shaw University to greater heights. I uphold the tenets of our mission to advance knowledge, facilitate student learning and achievement, to enhance the spiritual and ethical values of its students, and to transform a diverse community of learners into future global leaders. Turning around Shaw University will be challenging. My plan to do so will be mapped with innovative solutions to our unique educational challenges that are unpalatable entrees on the HBCU menu. And I will need your help in turning things around. The sum of my experiences have molded me into a strong leader, one who is very capable of silencing the critics we've amassed due to the changes in our leadership and a dearth of our resources. Today, with my appointment The statutes of limitation on those criticisms have expired. At a time when the future of higher education is uncertain and the relevance of HBCUs is being called into question, our strategy will be non-traditional, innovative, and dynamic. Let it never be said that Shaw University was unresponsive to the needs of the workforce pipeline. On the contrary, we will build partnerships with Raleigh's corporate sector. We will genuinely care for and engage our students and alumni. We will establish a firm stance in the pastures of moral integrity, led by our esteemed School of Divinity. And Shaw University will rise as a force to be reckoned with in the higher education space. Among the things that I love about Shaw University is our location, which is right in the heart of downtown Raleigh. We have a view of Red Hat and PNC Bank that is unmatched in its beauty, and it will even be more poignant when we partner. If God be for us, who wouldn't partner with us? By way of their vote of confidence in this woman leader, the Board of Trustees has reaffirmed its commitment to hiring stable, capable leadership. I am committed to being at Shaw in order to lead the university on a more fruitful, competitive, and steady trajectory. In closing, I would be amiss if I did not give a millennial shout out to the students of Shaw University. I am you. In me, you will find a leader who walked these halls, learned in these classrooms, ate in the cafeteria, and slept in the dorms. Before you talk to Dr. Dubroy about the issues you are facing, I will already know. I can't wait to serve you. I will ensure that you will always have something to tweet, snap, and put on the gram. Hashtag Shaw You Pride. Together, we will not stop dreaming, believing, and doing. For it is only through these actions that Shaw University will reclaim its stature as the mother that it is. Today, we give birth to another 150 years. Thank you.